Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another Fear the Walking Dead video, and this one is pretty big, and there's actually a lot of credible, I guess, I don't want to say sources, it's not the right word, but there's a lot, there's a lot of credibility to this, and that is that Madison Clark may be returning to Fear the Walking Dead's mid-season finale airing this Sunday. Now, I have to stress that this is a maybe, but I would say more than ever, more than like past episodes have teased and stuff, and just reactions from early reviewers back then, just things like that. There is a lot out there right now, and I have it all right here that suggests that Madison might be returning. And this isn't like spoilers or anything like that. I don't cover anything like that. I don't look at any of that. This is just what early reviewers have talked about and just clues that they gave, and then just some other stuff that I did add in here. So before we go any further, obviously this will contain spoilers for last Sunday's episode of Fear the Walking Dead. So if you haven't watched it yet, this is your spoiler warning for that. And if you are new here and you want more Walking Dead content like this, just make sure to be a subscriber. If this moment does happen for Fear the Walking Dead, it's going to be a very big, monumental moment for this show. The Walking Dead is just, it's great, it's amazing. But Fear the Walking Dead has just seen this amazing revival this season. And if Madison comes back, I mean, what happened to the show, right? This show out of nowhere just got so good. Bringing her back, there is a lot that you are able to do there. And so if that's the case, we're going to have another show to be so excited for. Fear the Walking Dead is going to be back and bigger than ever. So there's just going to be a lot of Walking Dead content to cover all the time. So if you are new here, you want reviews for each episode, videos on all the latest news and stuff like that, just make sure to be a subscriber. Now, like I said, early reviewers of the mid-season finale are teasing this big cliffhanger moment, and I'm seeing a lot of stuff, like a lot of variation on this thing, and a lot of it is just, it's surrounding Madison. And I've been seeing a lot of things about I guess a returning character or something returning, and a very shocking moment, like a cliffhanger. There's going to be something like that is going to be like, what? And the wait for episode 8, I guess the mid-season premiere, is just going to be hell now because of that. Again, everyone is sharing a lot of stuff with Madison. A lot of people aren't saying things to like squash those rumors at all. It seems to be very alive. This is really exciting. It is. I mean, what else could this be, right? Like, everyone is very excited about this right now. People seem to be very excited and expecting Madison to pop up. And so if she doesn't pop up in this mid-season finale, then all of those reactions really were very misleading. But apparently it's going to be a really big moment. And so I'm just thinking, well, okay, fine. If it's not Madison, what is it going to be then? Like, realistically, what is it going to be? I don't know what character can come back and have it be a big moment. You know, you can't bring Tobias back. That makes no sense. I don't even care. To me, Tobias was a season 1 character. I'm okay if we just leave him there. I really don't care. And then trying to think of some other characters, like Travis, like he's for sure gone. Nick is for sure gone. Chris, was that his name? He's for sure gone. Madison's the only person where her death really was not that obvious at all. She could have escaped so easily. Besides that, there's just, I don't know what other characters, unless you want to do something where one character somehow ends up on that show around the same timeline. And so I'm trying to think, like I mean from The Walking Dead, and right now Fear might be around the point of early season 9, around the point where Rick leaves. And so I'm trying to think, like, who could be there besides Madison? And there's really no one. There really isn't anyone that I would, you know, unless they're just talking about Grace, unless Grace is just the reveal, which I guess for Morgan, that would be pretty amazing for Morgan to actually find her at the very end. But that's not that shocking or exciting, right? Like, it's a cool moment for Morgan, for sure, but that can't be the cliffhanger. That's not that powerful of a cliffhanger for everyone to be really excited for this, right? So I have my hopes up right now that it is Madison. Usually I don't get my hopes up with this. Usually when I hear these things, I'm just like, well, there's always rumors like this and they never pan out and this and that. But this time there seems to be a lot of credibility here. And so I'm kind of under the impression that, yeah, I think Madison is going to be in this Sunday's episode. And if she isn't, I will be disappointed. It's not going to take away from Fear the Walking Dead. This show, like, this season has been amazing. This is the best season so far. Like, best season of the series, for sure. And apparently this cliffhanger moment, it's going to be really big, and it's supposed to suck so much to have to wait until next year to watch episode 8 and then just the rest of the season. And I think also one thing that we have to take into consideration here is Who saved Morgan? That is one question that we just don't have right now. We were supposed to get that reveal, I think, in the first half. I remember reading something where I think it was the showrunners, someone said something about that reveal coming in this first half. Everyone thought it was Sherry. I thought it was Sherry. But we actually got some confirmation pretty recently, at least in last Sunday's episode or the Sunday before. Oh no, I think it was the Sunday before. But yeah, we learned more about what Sherry's been up to, but it basically confirmed that no, Sherry didn't save Morgan. Someone else did, and I don't know who it was. I have no idea. Could that have been Madison? That is very possible. I think it could have been Madison. I also did a video not too long ago. I talked about this because there was some tease or hint at something. And I think it was AMC, but they did a poll or something for Fear the Walking Dead. There was so many questions on there asking people like why they watched the show and just like all these things. Like there was a lot of stuff on there. And a lot of it was just, it was for certain characters. It was like for Morgan, for John, for Luciana, and so forth, right? Or for June, whatever. But one question on there was, it was something like, are you watching to see if Madison returns? It was something like that. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was something like that. And when I saw that, that was really interesting. That's why I did the video on it, because I was like, if she's not going to return at all and you're done with that character, then why would you be asking that question, right? Like, why wouldn't you ask that about Nick or other characters that are gone now, right? Like, it's just weird that they brought up Madison. And so, yeah, that's just a little thing. You bring up everything else that we have now learned and what the early reviewers are saying, the people that have actually watched the episode. And there apparently is a big cliffhanger moment happening this Sunday. So I am extremely excited now for this episode of Fear the Walking Dead. And we'll have to see if I'm going to be disappointed or not. And if I am disappointed, like it is more like I will be more understandable because that is crazy. I'm in disbelief anyways that it could ever happen. I don't think Madison is going to be on Fear the Walking Dead again. But you see all of this stuff here. And just with how much support and how much excitement there would be for the show to bring her back, it's just unbelievable. And I would say that's the thing about Madison is it's not like any of the other characters. We never saw her death. Her death was so uncalled for. No one wanted it. It made no sense. It ruined the story. The rest of season 4 sucked because of it. It really did. The rest of season 4 and 5 just got so bad because it became the Morgan show. And that's not anything, like I'm not saying anything bad about Lenny James or Morgan, like that character. Like Morgan is one of my favorite characters ever on The Walking Dead. Lenny James is one of my favorite actors of all time. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, if you're a fan of Fear the Walking Dead, and then Morgan comes out of nowhere, and then now the show's following him, and it's his story, that can, or it would piss you off, right? And I think it pissed off a lot of people. And somehow this season, the story has just gotten way better. And it was because of the writing. It wasn't anything to do with Morgan. Like, there was that element. You still wanted to see Madison and all of that. You wanted to see the Clark family. And Nick was killed off in season 4, so that really sucked. But it was just that combination there, like with bad writing and stuff. It definitely made that season it failed. And then season 5 got really bad. 6, I don't know where everything's going right, but every episode has been just absolutely amazing. And I really, if they bring Madison back, I am really going to be so hyped for this show. I will watch the show again. I will be so excited for this show. I will have to rewatch all of season 6. I'm gonna, I'll be following everything because that's big. Madison coming back to Fear the Walking Dead. That is very big. Now, I suppose I should end this video trying to not, hype you guys up too much because there is that sad possibility of it isn't going to happen. But if you just look at the early reviewers and what they've been saying about this mid-season finale, it's like, I don't know, there is a possibility. It seems like this is what they've been building to all season. They've been building to Madison's return. And Alicia's going to find her mom. It might be her. I mean, that's the thing, too. Episode 7 is an Alicia episode. It's possible that Alicia finds her mom again. And if she does, who is Madison at this point? Has Madison changed a lot? Or is Madison still the same person? There's just so many questions I would have at that point, right? But I think that being the reveal would just be amazing. Especially since this show it's been getting amazing reviews right now. Everyone loves it. And just imagine that, like The Walking Dead's ending in 2 years, right? Imagine if Fear is still really great and continuing on. Like, we'll still have this show to watch. I know we're going to have the Daryl and Carol spinoff, the Rick movie, and all that stuff, the Tales of the Walking Dead thing. there's going to be so much to talk about, but in terms of shows lasting right now with characters, I guess Walker or Madison and all of them, they're all original characters they're like legacy characters now because they've been around for a while now, right? For years now. So yeah, it would just be awesome to have that show to watch too. So anyways, I'll leave it here. Post all your thoughts down below. Do you think Madison is returning to Fear the Walking Dead in this Sunday's episode? If you don't, post why. If you do, also post why. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.